Morning. This is part 2. Rocky's waking me up right now because he says it's time to eat. He almost brought me his backpack. Right, Rockers? You're like, it's time to eat. Look at his look. He's like, won't give me eye contact right now. He's upset. He wants to eat. But he's wagging his tail. That's so hilarious. Okay. Hello and welcome to Spirit Forest. We are just waking up from our bushcraft shelter. If you kind of see, it's a, let's see, I'll try not to give you a headache, but there's a bushcraft shelter. It did not snow on me last night. It was awesome. I'll talk a little bit more about it, but it looks like I need to feed him because he really wants me to be awake right now. Again, good morning. At least morning for me. I don't know when you're going to be watching this. Let's see. I'm going to heat up my tea. I didn't really drink a lot of it yesterday. This is part 2. So if you haven't seen part 1 yet, click here. I'll put part 1 right there. So last night, so I was a little nervous about staying on this bench, but I'll tell you, it was awesome. It really was. It was really cool. The only problem I have, which I'm going to show you guys later because I need some advice, is that I was sliding around so much. Oh, it was frozen. I was sliding around so much that it woke me up a couple times because I think I was going to fall off. Whew. Stove's a little cold. I stayed warm the whole night. That was good. Okay, ooh, that container is cold. So I fed Rocky because he was antsy about getting fed. He thought he was starving or something. And I walk up to the kitchen area and I hear something. And I got a little nervous because, bears are out right now and it's been a while since I've had to listen for a bear. And of course I didn't have my bear spray on me or my knife. So I stood still. So then immediately Rocky stood still. And I'm looking, again, I have a little hill right here, and I'm looking and I can see along the horizon there's some animal there, but I didn't want to move too fast. I didn't know what kind of animal it was. Well, Rocky, he figured it out. I don't know if he was sniffing or what. He can't see that far, guys. So he starts taking off after this animal. And then all of a sudden, it was like 12 of them. So it was a whole herd of deer coming through Spirit Forest. And I missed it because Rocky chased them away. It was a ton of deer, it's like 12 of them. It was awesome. I need some advice. I don't know what to do. So this is my tarp that I put down here. It's pretty slick, like it's slippery. These are also made to be kind of slippery. I don't know why they don't put like kind of like a rubber type back to it, but it slides real easy. So every time I turned last night, now I was on top of this one, which is kind of deflated now because it's so cold. But what turns out is that I would roll maybe to the other side and then it would do that. And so my feet would be hanging off, and that's just by turning. And then sometimes this thing went, and a couple times I woke up and it was like that, which I thought too when I put it on that was gonna happen. So if you guys have any advice for me, please leave a comment below. I don't know, I don't want to carry too much more stuff, but I need to figure out something. I mean, maybe I can put some sort of stickers on here, or I don't know. If you saw my first video from this year, I think my first actual video was me camping in January, and I did a like an A-frame type shelter with a tarp over it, and I slept on the ground. I had the same thing here, meaning the layers, and I could feel the cold from the ground. You know, I could feel it seeping up through the ground. With this bed, I didn't feel it at all. Like, I couldn't even tell you if I was in a regular bed or not. You know what I mean? Like, there was a couple times I woke up and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm outside. So it was extremely comfortable, other than the twisting, and every once in a while my legs would be hanging off of it. I think what I'm going to do today too is just see if I can find another board to go on here. I have time, so I'm going to look for another straight board and stick another board on there to make it a little bit wider. I'm putting the air out of my pads right now. But I wanted to show you because I think I forgot to show you before, was how I secured the back end of my tarp. And I don't know, can you see? There's actually a log here. It's really heavy. I can't lift it. But there's a log right there, and so what I did is I just rolled it inside the tarp. I said tent all the time, but inside the tarp. And that's my easiest way to secure like this end of a tent. I always do it that way, and it works out just fine. So none of the air flows through. So I had a giveaway on my last video, and I just wanted to show it because I said I was showing it, but it was dark out, and I want to make sure that you guys see it. This was the giveaway on the last video. Waterproof, so it basically has this kind of rubbery top to it. It says it's waterproof, but it's really easy to take that off. And there's the batteries right inside. They're rechargeable batteries too, charged by USB. Some of the things I've learned a little bit too is that, where was it at? Here, I just did it. See this part right here? This part keeps coming off of it. So that probably happened like 3 times last night. So keep that in mind with these, that I had to constantly re-put it back on. I don't know how to make that a little bit more secure, but it just kept falling off. So that's what it looks like during the day, and it moves out and moves in. Really cool. I really like it. A bit big, a bit heavy for backpacking, but for around camp is perfect, or around your house. It's really good, and it expands really wide as well. And I'll put I put all the stats on it on my last video, but again, this was a giveaway. You probably still have time because I'm going to post this in the same week, so you still have time to put a comment on that video, which was the last video. I don't know what the day is going to take me. Again, I'm going to see if I can find another log. I would love to start working on my fire pit, but I don't know if I'm going to do that quite yet. You know, I got a visitor coming too, so I got some drawing stuff so I can draw. So we'll see where it takes us. I'm gonna go make some breakfast right now. Go back to the kitchen and make some breakfast, and oatmeal, of course. It seems what I always have. It's always easy to pack. I'm gonna have some oatmeal for breakfast and pack up this a little bit more. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I just had an awesome day, and I'm sorry I couldn't take you guys along, but my visitor came a little earlier, and I met them out for breakfast, and then I brought them back over here to Spirit Forest and had wonderful conversations, and it's a beautiful family. So Mike, if you're watching this, thank you very much, and I look forward to the next time you get to come here to Spirit Forest. Okay, so I would like to talk now a little bit about my classes. If you're not aware, that I do offer some wilderness classes for women, and currently right now I only have one more opening, and that is to my Explorer class. The cost is only $50. It is my, I don't know, my calling, so to speak, to try to help other women get into the outdoors. So I offer this class at my cost, and it's a really small class. It's a small, intimate class. There's only 4 people in the class, and again, I only have one more opening left. So if it is something that you're interested in, go ahead and grab that. You would go to spiritforestbear.com and check out all the information on that class. We will be meeting here at Spirit Forest. We'll go over a lot of gear. I'm having you purchase the gear to be here, because the whole point is to get you into the wilderness lifestyle. So you will be purchasing gear, and we will go over the gear, and we will also be having some campfire talks, if there's not a fire ban. If not, we'll be hanging out in my tent and doing a campfire there. So we'll be talking about, you know, the stoves and knives and everything that you might need in the wilderness. So it's going to be a really great class, and we're going to end the class on a hike. I do have a hike in mind, and I will be messaging the group on the types of hikes that everyone is capable of doing, but I'm hoping to do a beautiful mountain hike where you can get a lot of really pretty pictures too. So if you're interested in that class, again, go to spiritforestbear.com, and it's only costs $50. For those of you that have made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you very much. I had a wonderful time at my bushcraft shelter. I got some tweaks I want to make to it. I think if it were raining or snowing, I would be in trouble. I'm glad it did not rain or snow last night. I'd like to lift up the back end, I think, a little bit, maybe put some logs down, and then that way I can scoot the bed in a little bit more. I got some ideas. It's always a work in progress is how I see it. So it's in a learning curve for me, because I haven't made one of those before. So other than a lean-to, a little small lean-tos. There's Rocky behind me. So we'll see you guys later, and we'll see you on the next video. And again, thanks again for watching. I truly appreciate it.